My son was cutting the lawn with a White LT542G riding mower and backed up without engaging the reverse operation safety switch. The mower stalled and now it will not turn over. The battery is good and I hear the fuel solenoids clicking when I turn the ignition key. I believe a safety interlock is out of position. I can't find a wiring diagram or schematic to work with. Is there a way to obtain one or something else I should be checking? Online searches only lead to parts diagrams. JustAnswer V2Y, Hi Jack, I knew this was made by MTD but a wiring diagram is impossible to get a hold of and White is not listed as a product line on the MTD website. This is the information on the tag under the seat. The M-S- it is a tractor 42 SD and 1750 series 4 SDY.
Mr. Putt-Putt, thank you for that. Let me see what I can find for you. Is it possible that the PTO button is still pulled out? I can get you a diagram if we need it, as the white tractor diagram is the same as all MTD riders with a 5th digit 7 in the model number.
JustAnswer V2Y, the PTO is a lever on the right side. Is there a switch associated with it? I would like a wiring diagram if possible. I will check the PTO for a switch that either engages or disengages.
Mr. Putt-Putt, no, there is not a switch if you have a lever. I just need a little bit of info to get you the right manual. Does your tractor have an amp meter/gauge?
JustAnswer V2Y, no it does not.
Mr. Putt-Putt, okay, I have the diagrams, just trying to get them to load. This may take a bit as JustAnswer has changed the site a little. Let's run through a few quick checks. Is the PTO lever in the off position? Is the parking brake set? Is the transmission in the neutral position?
JustAnswer V2Y, yes. Is there a way measure voltage at the starter while attempting to start, or should I just pull the starter and have it bench tested?
Mr. Putt-Putt, do you have a test light? https://workspaces.acrobat.com/?D equals dbfslvl voy LLT8 vbrook.
JustAnswer V2Y, I have an amp clamp multimeter with a DC setting. I'm an HVAC tech. It's the meter I troubleshoot with.
Mr. Putt-Putt, try this link and see if you can download the file. It is the complete service manual for you. I hope you can download it. This is something new I am trying.
JustAnswer V2Y, there is no link.
Mr. Putt-Putt, https://workspaces.acrobat.com/?D equals dbfslvl voy LLT8 vbrook. Copy and paste the above link. Did the link work for you?
JustAnswer V2Y, yes, I have the manual in PDF. I will look over the control schematic.
Mr. Putt-Putt, the wiring is on 148 to 153.
JustAnswer V2Y, any gut instinct on this? Where would you start?
Mr. Putt-Putt, this tractor is known for a bad solenoid that is mounted under the battery on the back of the tractor. If you turn the key, you should have 12 volt at the large red wire on the starter. If you remove the battery under the seat, and then the solenoid is mounted to the rear of the tractor on the left as if you were sitting on the seat. This will have 2 large red wires and 2 small wires. One should be white with red tracer and one should be green. The green is a ground and the red/white is trigger from the key.
JustAnswer V2Y, I pulled the battery and found it. Never would have guessed anything was there. What can I do to test it? Test for continuity to ground on the trigger wire by turning key.
Mr. Putt-Putt, trigger wire should have 12 volts with the key in the start position. Large red wire on one side will have constant 12 volts, the other will get 12 volts when the key is to the start position as long as the trigger wire has the 12 volts, the other will have a ground as long as all safeties are correct. What I do to test this is ground the green wire and then try and start. Does that make sense?
There is also a fuse right back by the solenoid, also taped to the harness, should be a 20 amp yellow fuse. To customer V2Y, there is a PTO disengagement switch that is not being completely depressed. When I pull back hard on the lever, it is enough to close that switch and allow the unit to start. This switch is on the opposite side of the frame from the start solenoid. Never would have found it without pulling the battery or the well that holds it. Thanks for the PDF full service manual. Very nice. I will reposition the switch to make and break properly.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.